Bobby Blundell.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now going to get going with our main event of the evening. Please welcome our first fighter making their way to the blue corner from Manchester, Hayden Sherriff.
Hayden Sherriff coming to the ring now. He's an incredibly experienced fighter. We spoke about the 1,000 plus fights of Will Cairns. Well, Hayden Sherriff has had 950, would you believe it?
Wow.
He's coming up to the 1,000 mark. He says he wants to make it there, and fans of BYB will be very familiar with this man who's scored plenty of amazing knockouts during his tenure in the most brutal sport of all. There was an absolutely sensational knockout against John Thomas Johnson in his BKB debut. He then went on to stop Jack McLean, lost to Chaz Simmons, lost to Gary Fox, Corey Healy, Morgan Starkey, and of course UFC veteran Rolando Dye. But every time this man steps into the ring, you can expect fireworks. He has serious power in both hands, and he's a very tricky technical boxer. 950 fights, you know, he's had more fights than hot dinners, and this is just a walk in the park for Hayden Sherriff from Stockport.
Another night at the office. I time kept for him recently, George. I think it was a couple of months ago. He's doing bare knuckle professionally.
And ladies and gentlemen, please welcome his opponent, making his way to the red corner, representing Hard Hitters Gym, Jerome Kilbride.
Just had a paper airplane fly into the wing, and luckily, I think it
George
says something on it. Let me just open it up. It says Das Fox. Amazing interactivity from the fans here.
Tonight there's a bit of a surprise with the ring walk, Jerome Kilbride. I'll just remind you before you hear it play, his opponent Hayden Sherriff. Keep ears peeled for his walkout and keep your eyes on that name as well. Very excited to see Jerome Kilbride. I mean, the coaching he's had so far, the calibre of that stable has been absolutely phenomenal, so this could be a full house. He's been in the combat sports all his life. He's a corner man. I say corner man. He's first in the corner at 5 years old. His dad is a big name in kickboxing.
I'm so hard-headed at first. My grandma didn't even believe me. I kept going. All I can say is I told her. Julie had the back down the bar. You should have never died. I'm a love to the last. I'm a love to the last.
Here he is, Jerome Kilbride. Turns 29 this year. Multiple champion in British ISCA, kickboxing, K1. He's got a lot of titles, including an amateur world championship winner with the WMKF in Dusseldorf in 2023. He had 3 fights in a day, and during the second fight he picked up a horrendous injury. He powered all the way through that fight and went on to win a world amateur championship in K1. He's fought 2 fights with a bad hip flexor, and 9 months ago he said never again combat sport. Now he's fighting, making the return, and he is lifting the roof.
We are live on pay-per-view. We're Hybrid Boxing League, proudly sponsored by Dunstan Caravan and Leisure Vehicle Centre, Hard Hitters Gym and 311 Properties proudly presents our main event of the evening. 5 2-minute rounds of 80-kilogram hybrid boxing action. Sanctioned by ISCA, and our referee in charge is Alan Jackson. Introducing our first fighter, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the black shorts trimmed with purple and silver. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing from Manchester, Hayden Sherriff!
Some boos.
Please welcome his opponent facing him across the ring, boxing out of the red corner. Wearing the black shorts and representing Hard Hitters Gym, Jerome Kilbride!
Kilbride, the fan favourite by a country mile.
I think about half of the people here, maybe even more, are here for this man here, Jerome Kilbride, who comes from a fantastic K1 background, multiple titles in his past. Can he defeat the incredibly experienced Hayden Sherriff here in our main event?
I'm so excited. This is the main event of Hybrid Boxing League's second evening. Jerome having the height and reach advantage there. Can he make sure he uses it?
The speed of that jab.
Excellent spearing jab. Sherriff in the centre of the ring, trying to back up Jerome. Jerome gone to southpaw stance there. He told me earlier that it's quite a comfortable switch here, so he can go between southpaw and orthodox quite easily. Sherriff using his height disadvantage to an advantage by crouching down lower. Backhand lands for Jerome. Sherriff takes it well though.
Yeah, Hayden Sherriff, he's used to taking big shots. He's got a fantastic chin. Not many people knock this man out, but a lot of people get knocked out by him. He's the ultimate upsetter. Has he got an upset in him here today? I mean, he's had his fair share of big knockouts in bare knuckle. These are 4-ounce gloves. It's not far off.
Vicious shots from Jerome in the clinch. He said to me earlier, Kilbride, that he excels in the clinch. I said, "You good at the clinch?" He went, "I excel. This is home for him. K1, this is what they do."
And there's a documentary being made currently on Jerome Kilbride, and so we'll be able to see a bit of behind-the-scenes action behind our main event star.
Sherriff winging in some shots there. Don't quite land to the body. Slips a jab there. George, I'm sure you'd be very surprised to find that Jerome, who's a PT, a coach, in great shape, was only recently 20 stone.
Wow. Right. He looks like he hits like a man that's 20 stone. He's got Hayden Sherriff down with a lovely short uppercut in the first round.
Sherriff taking a big gulp of air there and gets to his feet again. Jerome keeping calm.
Jerome so very calm. He looks so fluid like water. But Hayden Sherriff, a nice sidestep there. He'll be happy to get out of that first round. He'll download that information now and he'll speak to his corner and work out what he needs to do in this second round. I think obviously a 10-8 there for Jerome Kilbride. But if you're in Hayden Sherriff's corner, Paolo, what are you saying to him?
I say that Kilbride is tending to pick him off at a distance, and he's using that range advantage really well. I'd probably advise Sherriff, try and negate that range advantage, try and get close, try and get low down, work underneath him, let those shots sail overhead, dig to the body, and just don't let this be a boxing match. Kilbride seems to be having all the fun as they're boxing quite clean. I think Sherriff may benefit from making it a bit dirtier, get closing that range a little bit, because I just think he's losing out on that range.
And there's a lot of upper body movement. I want to see him starting to edge in those feet, edging that feet when he ducks low and sweeps low, because that will get him into that position. That will get him in the position where he can land that big shot, which has knocked down so many men.
I'll also advise Sherriff to throw a shot to the body as Kilbride changes stances. Sherriff's against the ropes again. It could be the same as before, same place. Sherriff looking on edge.
It's really in that clinch where Kilbride's getting his work off. Hayden Sherriff, of course, fights in BYB where there is a clinch as well, but Kilbride, with all of that kickboxing experience, all that experience in Muay Thai, he knows exactly what he's doing.
Sherriff needs to hold, move or hit back there.
He's manhandling him now. A bit of physical boxing here from Kilbride, who looks sharp, accurate and powerful.
Uppercut there, splits the guard of Sherriff. He touches down, he gets back up again. It's the second knockdown. It's looking like the home fighter could be winning this one.
It really does, but credit to Hayden Sherriff. He's back on his feet and back in amongst the chaos. He needs to just compose himself a little bit. He looks like he's getting overwhelmed in those clinches. Looks like he's getting overwhelmed with his back against the ropes. He's a very experienced fighter, and he'll need to clear his head here if he wants to win this fight.
Big uppercut again.
It's those shots that he's not seeing that are hurting him here. That short right uppercut. 3 times it's been the uppercut that's got him down, but Hayden Sherriff 3 times down, 3 times up.
Tonight, Kilbride making the return after being away of some injuries. Sherriff against the ropes there, just manages to rotate out. He's
So
against the ropes again.
Considering stepping in, he stepped
Over. Good night, Vienna. Kilbride lives up to his family name, just like his dad's kickboxing status. Crowd absolutely ecstatic for him. This has been the return for him after some horrendous injuries. I said to him, is this the comeback? He said, this isn't a comeback. I never left. He never left combat sport. This is in his blood, and I'm so pleased for him. Works guy, hard, modest guy. Sherriff, a fantastic fighter.
And that's our 6th round 2 knockout of the night as well. From
Yes,
9.
absolutely.
Absolutely phenomenal.
And that makes it a clean sweep, a full house for Coach Lee Monaghan. 4 out of 4.
4 out of 4, and
I think we need to go to the gym and test the water there.
oh mate, there's something there. They love their 2nd round knockouts as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, we please have a big round of applause for both of our fighters. Our referee has stopped this contest after 1 minute and 56 seconds of round number 2. Declaring your winner by TKO, Jerome Kilbride.
Beaming with pride.
A big round of applause for Hayden Sherriff. That was our final contest of the evening. Big thank you to all of our fighters, coaches, officials, ringers, DJ, medical team, bar staff. Wish everyone a safe journey home. See you at the next show. Thank you and good night.
Bobby Blundell concludes a fantastic evening of boxing. HBL promised violence and it absolutely delivered it. A fun night where we saw everything from decisions, very close decisions, to big knockouts as well. I've had a fantastic time, George. How about you?
Absolutely, mate. I mean, it's exceeded all expectations. I knew this was going to be a cracking night of fights when we looked at the card, but it's been even better than that. And this man here, Jerome Kilbride, as he bows to his crowd, his adoring crowd, he goes home a champion.